I was on a red-eye flight from Denver to Atlanta. One of those 2 a.m. flights where the whole plane feels like a tomb. I had an aisle seat near the back. Next to me, a window seat, empty. About 15 minutes before takeoff, a flight attendant came over with a clipboard. She looked confused, then asked, "Sir, would you mind sliding over to the window? We had this seat assigned." I asked, "Is someone boarding late?" She hesitated. Their name was checked off, but no one saw them come on board. We waited. The seat stayed empty. The doors closed. Flight took off. Midway through the flight, maybe 3 a.m., I woke up needing to use the bathroom. I stood up, stretched, and stepped toward the back. It was quiet. Just that soft, white noise hum. I did my business, came back, but the cabin door was locked. I knocked once. No answer. Again, nothing. I stood there, confused. Was I locked out of the entire cabin? Then I noticed the call button on the outside was glowing, like someone had pressed it from the inside. Eventually, a flight attendant opened it. "You were gone a while," she said. I looked down at my row, and the window seat? It had the seat belt pulled across it, tight, clicked in. No one had been sitting there, right? I didn't sleep the rest of the flight, and when we landed, there was no mention of that missing passenger again. This was a 6-hour flight from Chicago to LA. I was flying alone, aisle seat, row 12. The guy in front of me had his seat reclined the whole time, and I was just watching a horror movie to kill time. Something like Hereditary. Dark, uncomfortable stuff. About halfway through, I feel a nudge on my calf. I think the guy in front of me stretched out. But when I peek under the seat, he's not there. In fact, his seat is empty. Weird. Maybe he went to the bathroom. I shake it off. 15 minutes later, another nudge. This time, more like a light scratch on my shin. I jerk back. My heart jumps. I lean forward, and in the flickering light from my screen, I swear I see fingertips quickly pull back under the seat. I ask the flight attendant if someone might have stashed a bag or a dog under the row. She checks. Nothing. "I'll keep an eye out," she says casually. The man in front returns an hour later. As he reclines again, I glance under. Just shadows. But even after landing, as everyone stood and began getting bags down, I looked back once more and thought I saw a foot slide back under the seat and disappear. On this flight, I was in the middle of a brutal 3-connection journey. This was the second leg, from Salt Lake City to Seattle. And it was late, almost 11:30 p.m. Everyone was passed out, lights dim. I had a window seat. The man next to me was knocked out cold, snoring lightly. I curled up and closed my eyes. That's when I felt it, a tap on my shoulder. I turned, no one there. I thought maybe it was turbulence or the guy next to me shifting. I ignored it, tried to sleep. Tap, again, sharp this time. I sat up, looked behind, still nothing. The aisle was empty. Or so I thought. 3 rows back, just barely lit by the soft red cabin lights, I saw a figure, standing, perfectly still, staring down the aisle. They were wearing a hood or a blanket over their head. I couldn't make out their face, just the outline. I stared for maybe 10 seconds, frozen. Then I blinked, and they were gone. I didn't say a word. I didn't sleep. When we landed, I waited and watched every single person exit. I never saw that figure again. And when I asked the flight crew if someone was standing in the aisle last night, they said the flight was completely seated. No one should have been up.